What did you take from the plot of our, like, the storyline of our opening?
So she's a sort of young hip photographer, but also has kind of alter ego of this like sinister serial killer, which is really weird because you didn't expect it, but it's also really amazing and it's such a massive contrast, and I personally really loved it.
Oh, well, to me, I thought it was really good anyway. I'm proud of you guys. To me, it built up really like a good suspense because I really wanted to know more about why did she actually do that and stuff like that. So.
And a thing that we struggled with when we were producing the opening was whether it was obvious at the end that Ellie, who was the girl that walked past the window, is who is in the picture at the end. Was that obvious?
I think that was made really obvious with the fact that when she walks past the window, she's the only person and like the focus of the camera, and then afterwards like, the emphasis on the photo that the protagonist is holding. I think you did effectively make it really obvious that it was in fact Ellie who was in the photo.
Any shots that stood out to you?
Definitely the credits. I absolutely like your title
really good.
So good.
Sorry to interrupt, but one thing that we got back as feedback prior to this was that it was too dark for you to actually read the titles. Did you find that was an issue?
Not real personally with my fantastic vision, no, I didn't find it an issue. I actually thought that it worked with the theme like really well. Like there's such a great contrast between the really bright lighting and the really dark lighting, which like really ties in with this whole psychological disorientating thriller genre that you've got going, and I just think it worked really well. So no, I didn't find any trouble in reading it.
If we were to film this again, what advice would you give us?
I don't even think I have any. Maybe even though I got it, just like a bit more emphasis on the fact that it's Ellie in the photo, and maybe like zoom in just a little bit. But apart from that, there is honestly like no improvements. Like I think you guys are absolutely smashing.
Thank you guys.
So what I really liked is that you've done things that no one else done. Like you know the little words, you put them in the sequence, and they're like
our title sequence.
That's the one. I don't know technical terms. And then like I was sitting by the teachers, they were all like, oh, so that was good. And I just liked everything about it.
Was our storyline obvious to you? Like, what did you get from our storyline?
Okay, storyline. I'm getting so obviously in terms of films, you call the girl a protagonist.
Yeah.
So the protagonist is obviously a photographer, right?
Yeah.
And then she was doing all her stuff in the photography room.
Yeah.
And then in Starbucks, so she was developing the photographs. Obviously went off.
Yeah.
And then in Starbucks, she saw you. That was you.
Yeah.
Walked past and then realised that, oh my god, this is the girl. Is the girl dead in the picture?
Yeah.
So
was
she
it
sort of seen her
obvious?
prior to that, and then like remembered.
So was it obvious that the girl that walked past Starbucks is the girl that's in the picture at the end?
Yeah, really obvious. Other than that, everything was good. And improvements, I can't really give you any improvements. I feel like it was perfect.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What did you get from our storyline?
I got that she was looking at the photos and she saw the one of the girl that walked past Starbucks.
So that was obvious
Yeah,
to you?
I thought it was quite obvious, but I think that's why I know Ellie and I recognised her. And then like I liked it ended on that, and it was like, what's going to happen next? Don't know what's going to happen. Is she dead? Is she not? Who killed her?
What did you like about our
I liked
opening?
the fact that it like is it the dark room?
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked it in that like she was like on when you even like your names when they came up.
Yeah.
It looked really cool. Like you did it really well. It wasn't just on the screen. It was like done really, really cool. I liked it. It was great.
What would you give us anything to improve on if we were to make it again?
I don't know. I think maybe like more suspense in it. Like the end was really like that was like really on edge, but like throughout it didn't like build up to it. It just kind of happened.
Okay. Thank you.
It's alright.
It's really a bit pretentious, but are you filming?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. The one criticism I have is, it sounds really horrible. It's you're doing developing in the dark room, but you use a digital camera. That's the only thing. That's it.
Didn't even pick up. Thank you. Didn't even pick up.
Understand the narrative.
Yes, I understood it as a mundane life of a photographer seeking power through its victims.
Was it clear that the girl that walks past the window in Starbucks is the same as the girl in the photograph?
Yes.
Yeah?
I understood it as I was going to ask you that question actually.
Okay. Are there any shots that stood out?
Are there any shots that stood out to you?
I particularly like the opening with all your credits on there. That was beautiful. I liked the starkness of the main character looking out at the window, obviously before the event of killing the girl.
Do you think there's any room for improvements?
No. It was beautifully shot, beautifully edited. It was very clear as well. Yeah.
Right, thank you.